with the national education policy right here and passed by the cabinet ministry, doors have opened up. And there are many careers that we are talking of. But when we are talking about a career, we need to ask a few questions to ourselves. What is our passion? Because our passion keeps changing. What is our passion? What are we good at? Would we like to stick on to what we are good at and also have a passion? If both are matching, you are really, really, good at what you're doing. But sometimes, maybe your passion is something and you're good at something else. So it doesn't match.
How do you select a career, right? I mean, what are the various things or the dimensions that one needs to take up? Because I was looking at the chat window and I was seeing that there was one question, which is, and I think it's a very pertinent question that we all ask, is after class 10th or after class 12, how do I decide which career I should be selecting? What are the choice of courses and all of that, right? Now let's think of this. You have a certain psychometric or you have a certain personality trait, but you also have other personality traits which at times can be conflicting with that. In your mind can be a bit conflicting, or you have certain aptitudes which somehow you cannot fit in, with your personality. And then you are starting to think, okay, which is the real me? Am I a quantitative guy? Am I a guy who just wants to make decisions and leave everything to the rest? Am I a nerd who wants to really, get down and, would always want to do the programming and the coding? Am I somebody who wants to get up on stage and kind of, talk to the world about hope and optimism, for example? Am I somebody who wants to, probably go out there and dabble in the arts, right? What am I? And in many cases, for example, in my case, I very early on in my life, I figured out that, yeah, I have an interest for the art, but I also have an interest for the science. And I'm completely confused. What do I do? Now, then the third point you talked about is interest. Interest is a very, very interesting field, again, right? Interest is interesting because when we talk about interest today may not translate into interest tomorrow, number one. Number two, interest is always based on a certain situation. When I did my engineering, right, I was highly interested, heavily interested that I want to, build, let's say, a chemical reactor, because I'm a chemical engineer, right, as you were told. That was a huge, interest for me. But at the same time, when I started thinking about it, just towards the end of engineering, I did not, probably at that point in time, somewhere down the line, it didn't, I didn't want to really go to a very remote, location. Let's say, work in a production facility. There's nothing wrong about that. Just that my personality didn't allow me that, right? I wanted to probably stay in a big city and take my career down some other path. So there was a bit of a conflict, right? Very situational. What do I do in such circumstances? Which in class 10th, in class 12, you will start feeling those, and this will probably continue over life. So these are what we call as factors which kind of juxtapose against each other. And that is where the artificial intelligence picks in. Well, so for example, we used to do, when I was in research, we used to use a technique called, conjoint analysis, where we would mix up all the factors and we would actually give them product choices. We wouldn't say rank your parameters one by one, because that doesn't give you any insights. So I'm actually happy to announce that, we have IBM, right? We have worked with Dr. Subarna Bose's, enterprise. Dr. Vilma had been involved, as a counselor with significant inputs. We have brought in all of these parameters that I just spoke about, Dr. Vilma spoke about, your aptitude, your personality, your interests, right? We have built an AI system which collects all of this together. It mashes up all the data, gets it into an AI algorithm, right, and comes up with multiple choices of what should probably be your, let's say, recommended top choice, or the second choice, or the third choice, right? Which many a times, as a student, it's very difficult for us to fathom. And then we do not only give the choices, we also label out why we are saying this is your topmost choice, or this is your second choice, or this could be your third choice. And again, remember that they are just recommendations. Of course, the final decision that you want to take will be yours. But this is like a guide for you. So I think Dr. Vidma talked about a guide, right? A guide to guide you, throughout. This is where you will see the industry is heading, you will see education heading. The overall idea is that we want to create an artificial intelligence mentor that will not be there only when you are in class 12 or in class 10. Over time, we are going to improvise, we are going to improve, we are going to augment, we are going to bring in a lot of machine learning, and these are some terms that you would have anyways heard, on social media, to improve these kind of assets, so that you can start using them right when you are probably even in the 6th or 7th standard. And as you move along, of course, your choices will change, you will evolve as a person, but this will start becoming a guide, over the years with you. Now, this is where, over the next few years, where we'll be heading. And, there are visionaries, I would say, like, Dr. Bose, who have kind of, figured out that this is how education technology can be used, right? So we have partnered together, we have built something, and you will very soon see, a device like this, or a tool or an app like this rather, which will actually come into the market, right? To be used by you.
I have been over a decade doing career guidance assessment, and it is tedious to do the scoring by hand, and it's quite draining. So there was a number of times a thought crossed my mind, what if it was on computer? It would just get done so fast and easily. Thankfully, Dr. Bose came up with this idea, and it's the test that we have, ECPT, is a perfect blend of psychology and AI, which makes work so much lighter and easy for our youngsters to access that. So thank you so much, Doctor, for making my life so much more easy. Thank you.